This video we're going to show how to use the 3D model navigation and how to select and view 3D elements and also color code those elements by their property. And we're going to do this in the main 3D model panel. So let's look at the model view. So for the model view, I can navigate the model, use my mouse. I'm just using my scroll wheel, zooming in and out and rotating, those kind of normal 3D navigation things. I can also use this view cube here. If I click a face, the model will turn to that face. I can also click and drag to rotate it. There's also a view wheel down here. So this has the same functions. You can zoom, pan, rotate. The wheel is nice or useful if you're on a laptop, and so if you don't have a mouse, maybe you can use your mouse pad. We can also select elements in the 3D. I can do that just by clicking them here. And notice when I do that, they're shown here in the selection window. I can also choose a bunch of them at one time by right-clicking. I can choose by box. I'm just going to draw a box around those elements. Yep, and so now all those elements are selected. Now I can also group the elements in the model view and then look at them by a color coding. So it's a different way to view the elements. Now we're going to still use their property values like we did in the browse, but now we're going to color code them based on those properties. So to do that, I'm going to go to the model tab, and I'm going to choose over here by colors, and I'm going to come in here, I'm going to choose by system. So now notice the model is grayed out, and when I click one of these system groups, you'll see they're highlighted with that by that color coding we have here. So there's the exterior elements, there's the interior elements, and structure. So again, we're just using the element properties again, this time just to look at the model with a color coding. We can even use this to start validating the model. If I go back to exterior, for example, and let's say I start looking at the model. Now these are all exterior elements, so they've been assigned or modeled as exterior elements. Well, I can notice in here I've got some interior elements, or elements that are in the interior of the building, I should say. So that kind of lets me know there may be a modeling issue there. I'll go back to by color. So now you can see we've got quite a few different views to select from. Let me choose design status. So again, same thing, we're looking at the browse. We've got our design status. Now we'll just use a color coding and see, well, what's changed. I can see those have changed. Those have been deleted. And those are new. So again, same information, just a different way to look at it. Now we've got these different views set up, but you can actually view by any view, or by any property I should say. You just come in here and you select by property, and you pick the property you want to choose. So for example, that tenant property I used earlier in the browse, I could go in and I could pick that, and the elements would then be color coded based on that tenant property value. I'm going to go back to original colors. So this concludes the video on 3D navigation. Up next, we're going to talk about some VDC functions.